What's up guys, it's Logan Shinholster here with Contractor Growth Networks, and today we're talking about the most effective, least sexy thing that you're gonna do for your business marketing wise, and that is blogging. Now, I started blogging myself about 5 years ago, 5 years ago for my dad's pond company. And what I was taught was pretty much what you're doing is you're just answering questions that people are searching online. If you're getting questions like, how much does it cost to build a pond? Or how long does it take to remodel a kitchen? And people are actually asking you that, you better believe that they're actually asking that into Google as well, right? It's like, the last time I looked it up, it's like for every one person that's actually searching for like a kitchen remodeler, so looking to actually hire somebody, there's like at least 10 other people that are searching for information around the kitchen remodeling side of things. So that's how it was kind of posed to me of, you just want to help people out, right? So I first started talking with, my dad, like, hey man, what questions are people asking you? And it's actually the exact same process that there's a book called They Ask You Answer that they follow there too. Every question that you get, put it online, and if people are searching for that online, which they are, your website, your brand, your company is gonna be showing up over and over and over. So that's what I started to do with my dad's pond company. I'm talking about the cost associated with building a pond. I'm talking about the different types that there are. They're talking about the different aspects of the ecosystem, all the things that go into it that he's asked on a daily basis or people are looking for. That's what I'm writing about. And I had no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to write 300 words about how much something costs. And the first time I asked him, I'm like, all right, Dad, I need an answer. And I got to talk about what drives the price up, what drives the price down, what the average price is, things like that. What's a pond cost? He goes, $8,500. Next question. I'm like, come on, dude, I need more than that. So finally, after about 10 hours, I finished the first blog, put it out there, and then guess what happens? Nothing. I wait, because that's how blogging works. It's not an immediate thing, unfortunately. So you don't even know if you're doing a good job until 6 months down the road. Well, fast forward, he's #1 in Google for so much stuff around the idea of ponds that his phone rings 500 times a year because of it. So it works super effectively, but one, you gotta take the time to actually sit down and write about this stuff, formulate a little bit of a plot line, things like that, and then two, post this online and do it in a way that people are gonna read it, so it's gotta be aesthetically pleasing. It takes a lot. Super effective, but it takes a lot, and with everything, with social media and everything going more towards the visual side of things, how do you actually blog and make it worth it? So my first caveat to all this blogging stuff is if you absolutely hate writing, right? You're not a writer, you're not gonna sit down and do this, but you gotta do it for your business, which just about every business should be doing. Hire somebody. If you love writing and you love this kind of stuff, then do it yourself, right? There's nobody better to actually write these blogs for you than you, because you know the answer to them, right? Or at least work with somebody else if you don't want to do it, where you're giving them the actual answers and they're spinning it into a nice story. So that's the first thing is, should you be doing it for your company? Yes, but if you hate writing yourself and that's not you, then outsource it. Find somebody else to do it. Now, with that being said, there's only so much time and only so much money that you could spend towards this kind of stuff. If you've only got a limited budget and you're thinking, should I put it towards Facebook ads or should I put it towards blogging? That's a whole different discussion. For the businesses where it takes a lot of research, like the low urgency businesses, home building, remodeling, landscaping, things where nobody's gonna die if they don't hire you, that's perfect for blogging because people want to read your stuff. They're going to be researching it for years. I had a client who was doing they're a custom home builder, and they just got a lead in the door the other day on their website that said, hey, my husband and I have been looking for a new house for over 3 years now, and we haven't found anything. We just want to talk to you about building a custom home. So that's how long they've been researching their houses, is over 3 years, and they still haven't found anything. So people with big purchases make long decisions. So blogging is where you're gonna actually get in front of them over and over and over again, because everything that they're gonna be searching, you're gonna be providing the answers for. So that's perfect for you if you're in one of those long-term, longer sales cycle businesses. Now, if you're shorter, like a roofer or somebody's siding just ripped off the side of their house, they're not gonna be looking up blog after blog for months. They want somebody quick. That's more on the paid advertising side of things. That's Facebook ads, that's Google ads, stuff like that. If you're in a lower urgency industry, total sense. If you're really high, quick urgency, like if you're Serve Pro, you might not need as many blogs. You're more on the side of, let me just get somebody who's actually searching to hire somebody today, this very second. So for you, that hopefully should kind of clear up, should you even do it as a company? So that's the two sides. Is one, should you do it yourself, yes or no? Two, should you do it as a company, yes or no? Assuming you have limited funds. If you have a lot of money, you would build out your brand online. It's super smart and still super effective. But if you only got limited budget, I would put it more towards the paid advertising side of things if you are in a quicker sales cycle side of the industry. Imagine you're buying a car. How do you look up exactly what kind of car you buy? Right, first you look up the different types of cars that you want. Then you look up like the different options. Then you look at the different this and the different that. And all those things can be different blogs. They can all be around the same topic, but different ideas that people are searching for. And if you continue to show up over and over and over, when they're finally ready to buy, who are they gonna call? It's you. That's one way to use it. Another way to use it is if you keep getting the same question over and over and over, and you explain it to, like, let's say new prospect comes in, they go, what's it cost? And you go, oh, it could cost this, it could cost that. And they go, oh, okay. Guess what? You also have a blog that you can send over to them. So you can actually leverage these things to your advantage in the sales cycle to show them exactly what you're talking about. Because you know how everybody's a visual learner where they're like, oh, you just told me over the phone it's gonna cost 10 grand. Can you put all that in an email and send it over? Why? I just told you it's gonna cost 10 grand and here's why. Well, if you have a blog that's already done, and you can just shoot it on over to them that says, like, here's kind of what drives price up, here's kind of what drives price down, it's gonna save you a lot of time. So you can leverage it that way. And here's the last way that blogs are super helpful to you. It creates transparency. Trust is like so important it's always been important, but even more these days with all these scams going on online, people getting catfished. You're thinking you're talking to some hot 20-year-old. In reality, it's actually like, some 85-year-old grandfather who's just sitting at his couch. So if you actually have all these blogs on your website that talks literally about every aspect of your business, how you do things, how you operate, it's gonna create so much, authority and trust with people that they wanna hire you because they don't wanna go to somebody else because the unknown scares the hell out of everybody. So you can alleviate all that with your blogs. And actually I have a lot of clients that say, hey, client came in because they read this blog and they just know that I'm the company for them. Just from that side of things, if people are gonna be rooting around on your website, it's gonna help so much, it's unbelievable. But again, you gotta have the time to either do it yourself or hire somebody. Secondly, if you're in a lower urgency and you only have a certain amount of funds or materials, lower urgency is perfect for blogging. And last but not least, it's gonna really help out the transparency side of things. All right, guys, so I hope that kind of helped. It's been around for a long time, the whole idea of blogging, and some people think it's going out. It's not going out anytime soon. It's still gonna be around, right? So hop on the train. It's gonna really help with clients, and trust me, from a trust standpoint, people are really gonna love it if they go, yep, I read all your articles, let's start working together. You go from who should I hire over to I want to hire you, let's talk. And that's really what it goes down to. So guys, make sure you're doing it, and if not, outsource it if it makes sense for your business. Thank you very much.